Here's the number one thing basketball players can do to jump higher that most aren't doing. And that is learn how to jump off of 2 feet when running up or at pace. I know it seems simple, but over the years I've trained so many basketball players that don't know how to jump off of 2 feet when moving forward or at pace. I think it's a combination of jumping off of 1 foot when doing layups and the lack of working on jump mechanics during practices or early in development. Kids play and jump all the time, but rarely work on the skill set of jumping, accepting the fact that, well, they already jump so much, so mechanics are overlooked. One sport that jumps just as much as basketball, if not a little bit more, is volleyball. And they work on jump mechanics way more often on average. Being able to jump off of 2 feet is not only a great tool to have, but if you really want to dunk or jump higher, it will help a ton. Go watch a dunk contest, and most of the time they're coming off of 2 feet to get as high as possible to do what they need to do in the air. So this is how you can learn how to jump off of 2 feet easily. In volleyball, they call this an approach. Start with 1 foot back. Initially, just pick the foot you feel more comfortable with if you're not a volleyball player. I like having my left foot back, which is technically backwards if you're a volleyball player, and right-handed. But as a person who played basketball their entire life, this is the way I feel more comfortable setting up with to do the skill better. So just do the same if you're a basketball athlete. Start with your arms making a V shape out in front. Take a step with your back foot going forward. At the same time, swing your arms back, all while loading the hips up through the front leg. Then take the now back leg, so my right, and bring it forward to meet up next to the other foot. Punch the ground and snap everything up into a jump. Swinging your arms up hard and driving your hips through fast. Initially, your first step should be more focused on loading up the hips and timing your arm swing. As you get the timing down, you're going to want to try to increase the distance of your step or stride in order to load up more force into that leg. This will create a greater capacity for you to increase the height of the jump due to more speed. You will want to master the timing of these 2 steps first. Once mastered, it's time to add in the 3rd step and the final part of learning an approach. This time start with the opposite foot back, so my right, and your arms are still in a V shape. The steps here will be right, left, right. During the first step, your arms will stay in the same spot, maintaining a V shape, and then you continue into the other 2 steps that you just previously worked on. Over time, you're going to want to increase the speed at which you load up these steps, thus increasing the height of your jump. But initially, you want to start off slow, just working on the pattern. Load up as much force as you can, especially on the 2nd step. Swing your arms hard and explode up. The length of your step should be medium, long, short, all while steadily increasing your speed per step. The rhythm of your steps should be slow to fast. So it should sound like right, left, or left, left. This 3-step approach process, when done with proper timing and mechanics, is a great way for basketball players to learn how to jump higher. You can even take this a step further and work on running up into your approach. And I do recommend doing this for basketball players. This kind of puts everything together so you're able to dunk, because who doesn't want to be able to dunk? I used to be able to dunk a tennis ball. Do this by setting up 5 or so yards from the rim, or an obstacle you can reach for. Build up speed while running into a 3-step approach. I would suggest starting off slower, then try to increase your speed in the run-up and your approach. After you're able to do it well with a shorter distance, increase the distance over time. Then some final concepts to note. Speed is your friend when it comes to jumping higher. The more horizontal force you can take into a jump increases the capacity to be able to jump higher, because more speed equates to more force, which allows you to go up. So if you find yourself stutter stepping every single run up, your timing needs work and it's slowing you down, which will shorten your jump. There you have it. If you really want to jump higher, learning this simple technique and pattern will significantly help. If you have any other questions, please feel free to comment. And don't forget to subscribe. New training content coming out at this point every other week. Thank you.